Top 5 tips for getting rich in cryptos. Hi there, crypto fans. Dick Allgire here. It is another beautiful day here in Hawaii. How is it where you are? All right, these are my top 5 tips. If you've been following my journey into cryptos, I started in 2018. I started doing YouTube videos, and I didn't know anything. I was an idiot. I was buying, I was buying Bitcoin on the black market. I was meeting people in coffee shops. There were no exchanges that worked. I didn't know what I was doing. But I studied hard, I worked diligently, and I achieved life-changing wealth. I am now living in this beautiful, very expensive condo that we paid cash for. Got the nice watch and everything, so life is good. So here are 5 of the top things that I learned along the way. Number 1, do your homework and buy the dips. By doing your homework, it's not too hard. There are a lot of good channels on YouTube. There's a lot of free content where people will explain the cryptocurrency market, and they will explain what certain coins and tokens and blockchains do. A lot of really good information. So if you take the time to study just a few minutes a day, listen, learn, and buy the dips. This is a market. Cryptos are volatile. They go way up, they go way down. When they're in a down market like today, Bitcoin is bottoming out at about 65,000. I put a buy order in for a Bitcoin. We think it's going to go up to 100,000 in a few weeks. So not a guarantee, not investment advice. So do your homework, buy the dips. Number 4, always have some Bitcoin and good alts. Bitcoin is going to be the foundation of the new financial system. Bitcoin is going to be the store of value, the settlement tool between government agencies, supra-government agencies, corporations. They're going to be using Bitcoin. There can only be 21 million Bitcoin. You want to have some Bitcoin, at least one. If you can't afford one, get a quarter of a Bitcoin. Find a way to do that. So have some Bitcoin in your portfolio and then buy quality altcoins. Don't go for the quick money schemes on altcoins that are shit coins. Some of them will have dramatic rises, but be careful with those. So Bitcoin and a few good alts. HODL, don't trade. When I cashed out this year, it was the first time I ever cashed anything out. I held it from 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22. I just sat there and held on. Yeah, it went up and went down, but I didn't trade. And why that's important is because now I have to pay taxes this year, and I'm going to pay a lot of taxes, but I budgeted for that. The lucky thing is that I had a long-term capital gain. I never was taking money out along the way. I don't have all these trades to account for with the IRS. It's just one long hold, one cash out, which is a long-term capital gain. Hopefully I can get away with, hopefully I can legally pay 15% and be done with it. So hodl on. Next tip, set a goal and sell when you reach your goal. You have to determine, well, what do you want out of cryptos? I wanted a new place to live that I could own without a mortgage payment. And when cryptos went up high enough that I could do that, I took enough out to do that. It feels really good. It's like, okay, I'm not really so emotionally invested anymore because I achieved what I need in my life. Now the rest that I left in, I can play with. I'm playing with house money. So set a goal. When you reach the goal, pull the trigger. And that brings us to our last tip. Have a cash out plan. Just because you have a bunch of money on an exchange doesn't mean you're rich. It means there are numbers on an exchange. Getting crypto assets off of an exchange and into your bank is not as easy as it sounds. When you get to a volatile time, when you get to a time when the market is really going crazy, the blockchains lock up and the exchanges lock up. They won't move money. That's, hey, we're busy, come back later. So you could have $1 million on Coinbase. You could have $1 million on Kraken. You could have $1 million on Uphold. And if you haven't planned ahead, if you see that it's run up like, oh, I'm a millionaire, I'm going to move that and try to sell it, or try to move it from my wallet to the exchange, or do anything. Things in periods of high volatility lock up. So you have to have your plan in place. You have to have it ideally at a broker like Caleb and Brown in Australia, and we team up with them, Caleb and Brown, Australia. Tell them CryptoViewing, Future Forecasting, Dick Allgire sent you. So just having it on an exchange and trying to react at that point, it'll pass you by. So those are the tips. Do your homework, buy the dips. Have Bitcoin and a few good alts. Hodl, don't trade. Set a goal and sell when you reach the goal, and have a cash out plan. Good luck to you. We are still early in the transition to a new financial system. We think Bitcoin will go to 100,000 pretty soon. Not a guarantee, not investment advice, but I followed these goals and I did very well. You can too. If you'd like to know more, futureforecastinggroup.com. When I said do your homework, yeah, you can watch a lot of free videos here on YouTube. We have really good market analysis on our private site, futureforecastinggroup.com. So good luck, it's not too late. If you're only invested in a 401k or the stock market or the traditional legacy system, the dollar's going away. Saudi Arabia just didn't renew the contract. They're not selling oil in dollars anymore. Things are going to change rapidly. So keep your wits about you. Aloha.